On this episode of Burn the Wagon, we're calling this one Learning from Our Elders. At the Dreams Not Drugs event put on by the Indian Child and Family Preservation Program, Auntie Mo leads a discussion with Aunt Dell and Grandma Joe about the rules they've learned about ceremony, what it was like growing up on the res for them, and what they want to pass on to the next generations. Thank you for listening. Peace and love.
Part of the rulemaking too, just so you know, is that we leave everything mad or mean or upset or anxious or worried at the door. All right? So that's the first thing you do is you guys are coming in with a really good attitude because we're all here to learn something. And the other thing I wanted to say is that we're here to pay respect to our elders because these ladies are my elders, and someday I will hope to be as elderly as they are. And you guys all have grandparents or great grandparents or aunties or uncles also that are getting up there. And then you might even have some of your grandparents that have passed on already. And who do we look to, for our elders? We got lots of shared elders in the community because we call all of our people who are older than us auntie or uncle, or we at least, pay respect to them and make sure they know who we are when we talk to them. Okay. You guys met my Aunt Dell and you met my Aunt Jinxie. Do you want to tell them your Indian name, Auntie?
Shiraman.
Shiraman. What does that mean?
That means a big ship full of groceries to deliver to people. And that's just the things that we do. We, give out to people. If we got it, we'll give it to them. And that's what we're supposed to do. Check on our people, see what they got. And so that's why my mom named me that.
Got a lot of gifts and a lot of stuff to give people. So you guys came to the right class because we often question why we're here on this earth. Why are we supposed to meet the people we're supposed to meet? And our grandparents have always told us that you're supposed to meet the people you meet. Even if it's a bad thing, even if it's something that makes you worry or be angry, you're supposed to learn from that, okay? It's not always going to be good, but that's her gift, is to give back to you. So she was loaded with a lot of good things. So you guys are in for a good treat today. And my other auntie, what's your Indian name?
Don't ask me.
Jinxie.
Well, my dad never did give me an Indian name, but I remember my great aunt Essie, her husband, called me bush tum.
Bush tum.
Yeah, that means boiled potato. Because he said that people from the coast, Point Arena, he said they always loved to eat boiled potatoes. And I was from the coast too. Well, he's from the coast too, but and so he called me boiled potatoes. And then he said that, he said, because, the potatoes grew a lot around in Point Arena too, he said. And so he said he called me boiled potatoes.
Nice.
And that's what they called me when I was young. Bush Tom, he called me, yeah. And I used to feel so ashamed when I was young, and he used to call me. Every time he see me coming, he used to say, "Here comes Bush Tom," he used to say. And I used to feel so ashamed when I was young and when he used to call me that.
But if you think about it, that's a real important staple for the tribal people on the coast. Because back then there wasn't any stores or any fast food or nowhere for people to go. So a lot of people grew their own food. I know my mom grew up there, and they grew all their own potatoes and berries and plants, medicinals, tea. They even grew soap. So they
Yeah,
made their own
made our
soap.
own
They
soap,
made all
made all
kinds of
that
things
stuff,
to
yeah.
keep them well. So these are all things that are dying out, but we want to revive it. We want to keep it alive in your brain so that you guys can one day replant these things and you'll know what they mean. Especially if you're going to learn to live off the land when you get older. You can't all be living in big fancy houses with lots of expensive food to buy. You might want to be growing your own stuff and be healthy. My name is Liz. That's my given name, Elizabeth, and we shortened it to Liz. My nickname is Mona. I don't know where that came from, but I've always grown up with that nickname. But my Indian name is Ithlapudia, and I was named by my great grandma on my dad's side. And my dad's tribe is from Dry Creek, which is just up the road here, past Hillsburg. They're another Pomo tribe. Two ladies come from Point Arena and Stewart's Point, which are other Pomo tribes, and a lot of tribal people come from this area. These three counties are all tribal people from the Pomo Nation. They're all split up into different bands and clans and groups. There's a couple other tribes too, the Wapo tribe, the Coast Miwoks, and also the Caddo band up in Laytonville. But growing up, we learned that each of us have significant languages. Each of us have significant ways to sing and honor, to open up the day, and also to close out the day. A lot of our elders were taught, especially when it comes to honoring somebody or sending somebody on their way in a good way. We always pray for them. And praying doesn't mean that it's all religious. It means that you're asked to do something. And we were always taught that when someone says, come pray with me or come pray for me, we go do it. Even though we're not considered spiritual people, I'm not considered a spiritual person or a teacher, but you'll notice that when you get older, people are going to recognize you and they're going to say, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? That's all part of you giving back, and that's your medicine. That's what we teach you is medicine. You all have something to offer, and that's why we're here. Is we want to revive that. We want you guys to hear what it's all about. One thing that you're going to learn too at this kind of a camp is that we're called dreams, not drugs. And of course, we want you to dream big. And of course, we want you to stay away from all those negative things, right? We want to help prepare you. You can't walk in the two worlds in the same way. You have to choose, okay? And we're telling you that right now because you're not 2 and 3 and 5 years old. You guys are old enough to make decisions. You guys are old enough to choose the right way. And we're all going to make mistakes. I made the wrong mistakes growing up. And I had to walk away from singing and dancing for about 12 years when I was a young person. You know why? Because I knew my grandmother and the elders knew that I couldn't do things while I was making bad choices out there in the community. Hanging out with the wrong kids, smoking weed, getting high, drinking, saying bad things, gossiping, stealing from stores, all those things, right? Those are all things that we don't want to teach our kids, but sometimes kids make mistakes and they go down that path. Well, I was doing those things. And when I grew a little bit older, I had somebody pray for me. And a miracle happened with me. No more drinking, no more drugs, no more talking bad about people, no more putting people down because I used to feel really down. I was really depressed. And I had my grandma and my aunt and my other cousin, Aunt Alice. Well, we called her Aunt Alice, but she was my cousin. And then my mom passed on last year. But the 4 of them were with Grandma Bert, and they prayed for me in a room, and I was healed. I was healed through miracle songs. And we're going to share some of the songs with you. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about that because even if I'm worthy today of singing these songs and wearing a dress, I had to go through a lot to do that. Because when I was young, I had to hang my dress up. I had to put it away because I couldn't mess with it. And that's what we're going to teach you today. When you know things are going bad, you just put it away. Put that stuff away for a little while. And when things are good, you bring them back out. Or you come back out with the people who are honoring those things, okay? I just want to put it in those words so that you understand a little bit better. You guys want to say anything about maybe what we learn in ceremony as opposed to what we learn out in the community?
As for me,
like a social scene, because you guys are going to see these dresses. These are our social dresses. We could wear these out here.
as for me, as when I was little, I was always in a roundhouse. My mom always took us. It means a lot to me. What I learned, my singing, that comes from up above. And it was given to me. No one handed it to me, only the Creator, which is up there. He gave it to me. And that is my calling from up above, is singing. We were always, as little kids, me and my sister, my brothers, they were bigger, but we were always in the roundhouse with my mom. We lived right by the roundhouse. We lived in Kashaya at the time. And so my mom would always take us. And that's where I learned a lot that was given to me from up above. Is there listening and listening to what the Creator have to say. He's the one that, teaches us and let us know. And as my life, I was out there at one time, but I turned around. I knew the life wasn't for me that was out there. I turned around and I started going back to where I belong. And this is where I'm at now, which was like a few years ago. And my mother, she was a spiritual lady also. And she knew a lot. She always used to sing around the house and stuff in her language. She's from Kashaya, Stewart's Point, and my dad was from Point Arena. And my dad, he dances. My mom used to sing. She did everything. And we were little, but we were really proud of our mother. All the things that she knew, spiritually. So that's where I learned a lot. She'd talk our language to us when we were little, take us out in the woods areas. You wouldn't believe there's like wild potatoes out there. There's wild carrots out there. There's like something else too, turnips. They're all out there. You just have to look. And sometimes when we lived up in Kashaya, and my grandpa used to have to walk to town, which is Hillsburg, was the closest. And he would stay a couple days on the road and come back with his groceries and stuff. But Mom used to take us out to look for stuff, potatoes and all that stuff. And it grew out there too. And it was good. It was healthy for us. So that's where I kind of learned a lot, was from my mom and from the Creator. And I'm glad that I found my way back and living a better life, and so I thank the Creator for that, for all He's done for me and my family. So, Josephine did.
Yeah. Josephine, you want to talk to them a little bit about maybe the things that you learned socially that we do in socially, and then we could talk a little bit more about the roundhouse ceremonies.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when I grew up, my dad taught me all the songs I learned from my father, who was a singer. And his father was knew all the songs he learned from his father, and his father learned from his father. And my grandmother taught me everything that I knew because my grandmother raised me when I was 5 years old, when my mom and my dad separated. My mom is also from Kashaya, but I grew up in Point Arena, and my dad's from Point Arena. My father and Delphine's father are brothers. And I grew up in the roundhouse because my dad was a singer in the roundhouse, and he did a lot of things in the roundhouse with the old people that were from Point Arena. There was a lot of singers there in the roundhouse. There was a lot of preachers, what they call preachers, in the roundhouse there at the time. And so I was about 5 years old when I used to go to the roundhouse. I remember that when they used to dance, when they used to just about do almost everything in the roundhouse. They used to even bring sick people in the roundhouse and what they call doctor them, pray over them in the roundhouse. They would lay them in front of the big pole that we have inside of our roundhouse. They would lay them in front of that, and they would pray for them in front of the roundhouse, in front of the pole in the roundhouse. All of that, I grew up with all of that dancing and all that stuff. And I also, after I got older, I moved away from it too. I said, I watched, everyone else. I said, this isn't for me. I saw how much fun I thought other people were having, other young people were having, and I wanted to have fun. I wanted to see what it was like to go out there and have fun like everyone else. So I moved away from what I thought was just not fun at all. It was just, nothing. So I moved away from that, and I went out and I started drinking, and I started doing all this other stuff too. But that wasn't what the Creator had in mind for me, because I wasn't happy. I thought I was happy, but I wasn't happy. And in the later years, I came back. I came back to the Creator, because there was nowhere else for me to go, because it was not my calling out there. It was not my calling. My calling was to be back singing and being with the roundhouse, with my culture, with my singing and stuff in the roundhouse. Because I remember one time they said, my father, he said that Delphine and I one day would be singing together. And I said, no, not me. Nuh-uh. It was not going to happen. And today, that's what we're doing. We're out singing together. We were singing the roundhouse together. We do all that together. But that's what he told us about 10 years ago, 15, but before he passed away, and he's been gone for a long time. And he told us that, and he told Clarence that too. He told Clarence that was going to happen, and it did happen. But like I say, I'm very glad to be today where I am right today. I'm glad to be here where I'm at.
So I think it's safe to say that the two ladies have lived a long life, but also lived through a lot of struggles. And Creator's always watched over them, you know. We call Creator whatever we want to call Creator, right? It doesn't have to be in someone's same language. It doesn't even have to be the same nationality. You don't even have to be native to believe in the Creator, right? You call that Creator whatever you want, as long as you're living a life that is intended for you. We talked a little bit about what happens in the roundhouse, so I hope everybody knows that there's some ceremonial houses that our tribes have. Some tribes don't have those ceremonial houses anymore. They're gone. They either burned or they fell to the ground. And when we were being raised and taught, you know, by our elders, is that you never let that roundhouse fall. You never let that pole fall, because there's one center pole inside of that house, and that house can be rebuilt and rebuilt and rebuilt and fixed and fixed and fixed, but you're never supposed to let your community's pole fall. That's the rule. And when that pole falls, and when there's no more roundhouse in that community, your community will fall apart. Because they don't have a place to go, and they don't have a place to take care of each other. Because the rules is that you go there and you spread your medicine, you share your stories, you share your songs. And those songs and those dances are what heal the people. You may not realize it right now, but there's a song for everyone. You might not have heard your song yet. And a lot of us don't know it either, but we have a lot of gifts. And we know that our kids haven't come into their gifts yet. I didn't know how to sing until I got older. I danced first, but I didn't know how to dance first until I went and watched someone. And then someone showed me. And then it just became like this beat in my head, and it just became a movement and a rhythm, and you feel so alive when you hear the music and you feel the beat. And then when you're in the ceremonial house, you feel the heat. And you go there, and it's just this calm place. Why? Because we leave everything at the door when you go there. Just like I told you when we came in here, we come in for a good time, for a good thing to happen, and we're here to be together. That's the same thing that happens at our ceremonial houses. Well, one thing that we want to talk to you today about is the rules. So we don't know if you guys are attending any ceremonies or big heads out in the community, or any big times, anything like that. There's a lot of dancing going on, right? Those are what we call social dancing. You're gonna see a lot of people show up and dance and sing, and they're gonna wear all these different types of outfits and things that they make. Those things are for social dancing only, okay? Those belong outside of the ceremonial houses, and they do that to keep the traditions alive. They keep the songs strong. And a lot of people hear them, and a lot of people mimic them, and they all sing after them. And it's good, because we want the more and more people to hear it. You know why? Because we're an orally taught tradition. Do you guys know what that means? Anybody? We learn our history about ourselves by word of mouth. Somebody tells us. We don't read it in a book, because our California Indian people they're not written about in books in the way that we want them translated.
Yeah.
So, is your leg bothering you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All of my mom's grandchildren, they all have an Indian name. my nephews, my nieces, and her family before her. They all had their names. And this is what we were taught. When we pass away, we're going to be called by that name. And if we don't have that name, then that's it. That's why she named all her grandchildren. They all have Indian names. I don't know about the younger generation right now, but I know that most of my nieces and nephews have their Indian names. And I know I'm proud of mine. Because I am one of them people that like to give things and do things, when I was good. And that's just the way I was, and I wanted to learn my way. So I did. And as singing, it just came. It like a cassette went off in my ear. The songs just kept coming, and kept coming. And I just kept on singing. And that's how I got started. It was my sister. She used to bug me all the time. Come on, let's go. No. But she would be there every time something happens. Come on, let's go. So that's how my life turned around. Was when I came back. My life turned completely around. Don't do the things I used to do anymore. Don't think about it. And I thank the Creator for all of that. He's the one gets the credit for that. So, I am better. I don't have that feeling when you wake up in the morning, when you're out partying and stuff, you don't feel good the next day. It's not good. It ruins your life. I know from myself.
Yep.
And so that's why when my sister used to talk to me all the time, well, it did me some good. That's how I got back to where I'm at right now. And I thank the Creator for that. Also,
I thank the Creator.
she just
too.
talked and talked and talked till I would go, So, and I feel better about myself, and I could be around people. I don't have to feel like this or, don't have to hide around and do something. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm out in the open. So
Some of the
that's
stuff,
where I'm at now.
some of the stuff that they're sharing with you and talking to you about is things that will come to you as young people. And some of us know it as a conscience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a conscience. You might not know how to explain the word, but there's always someone riding with you right
Yeah.
here and right here.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's telling you, come on,
They're telling you what to do.
come on, let's do this. Come on. You know you want to do this, right? And the other one saying, no, don't do that. Come on, you know better. What would your mom say? What would your dad say? What would your grandpa say? Right? So that's what we talk about, that conscience. Okay. And how it was explained to me as a little girl was done in tribal language. So my mom used to always speak to me in her language, and I always say, what does that mean? I don't know what that means, right? Until I got a little bit older and around people like my aunts and other relatives that would say, and they wouldn't say much just because they catch you doing things, right? And we may not be related to you, all of you. Some of us might be related. We don't know, right? But we're here to also remind you that there's a good one and a bad one riding with you all the time, right? So you got to choose which one's going to be your buddy. Right?
My dad used to say, choose the one you're going to serve.
Yeah.
And make sure it's the good one.
Yeah. There's a old story too that says, you know, there's some wolves out there, and they say, you know, which one are you going to feed? Right?
Yeah.
You may hear that story. The one you feed is the one that's going to thrive, and might not be in the good way, but you need to make sure you're thinking about those. You want to do a what we call a warm-up song?
Okay.
We'll do a warm-up song, and the warm-up song basically is just warming up
Get
our
you
voices, and then it also gets the people kind of interested. Yeah, interested.
Oh,
We could pass around our clapper too, and you can feel what it is, you know. Some of the clappers are made out of different things.
Some had the bamboo has the best sound.
The bamboo.
just the bamboo.
Yeah.
What do you call your, is it?
We call this our pitato.
Pitata.
This is our pitato. Could you say that?
Pitata.
Pitata.
It's easy to say pitato. Play your pitato.
And so they have bamboo. Mine is made out of elderberry.
Yeah.
A different plant. So these are made out of your plants out there, right? We don't have to go to the store, and we can hold rhythm, and we can sing, and we can make it as loud as we want, or we can keep it as quiet as we want, right? We also use these, you know, to call home. We call someone back home. And you'll hear a lot of men when they sing and they hold what you call rock. It's like the beat, and they're bringing their singers home. But we also use this to keep time.
The
So
dancers.
we're gonna sing you a warm-up song, and we'll sing you a couple songs, and then we'll let you guys hold our clappers, and you could play along with us. Couple things about the dresses and the skirts. I said these are our social skirts. The ladies in our tribes, they wear ribbon skirts, and the ribbon skirts, I was told, they symbolize all the different flowers in the world. So whatever types of flowers are out there, they're covered in all these different types of ribbons. And the ribbons basically, women pick their favorite colors. But as you're dancing, they're also blowing, and they're also spreading medicine. So keeping our skirts clean and making sure they're hung up. When we go to Roundhouse, they all smell real smoky. We smell smoky for days. We gotta hang our skirts out, or we gotta wash them and then hang them out. But
Yeah.
wear these skirts around town because these are our social ones. And then we have what you call traditional dresses too, that don't come outside of the houses. And those houses are ceremonial houses that we only dance in those places. But these are welcoming skirts, and they're friendly skirts, and they're here to spread the medicine here with the camp this week. So
My mom used to say, let your skirts fly around. That's where the power's at, in the ribbons or in the skirts, because you're dancing spiritually in the roundhouse.
ready for your
Yeah,
warm-ups?
she just teaches good things all the time.
Yeah.
So that's where I got it.
Some of the boys want to sing whenever we're
Yeah.
done.
Do we have
Yeah.
some of the boys that want to come in? There's a couple boys that asked to sing, right?
That's what someone told me.
I'm not sure what their names are. Was it these two boys? Was it you two? There were two boys that asked to come
Asked
sing.
to help say, to ask. I don't. I said.
What are their names?
They didn't say the names. They just said.
What's that?
Yeah, there's two boys that wanted to come join us.
Yeah. So I don't. They didn't say the names, but you know.
Well, why don't we do a warm
One
up
thing I
song,
know,
and maybe
you know.
if they want to come back through, they can. But we're gonna do a couple warm up songs. We got about 10 minutes left, so So we'll do some songs for you.
Yeah.
You guys want to?
One thing I'll say, if there's anybody, don't feel ashamed. It's nothing to be ashamed of to try to know your own culture. So don't be embarrassed. If you don't know the words, you'll always learn it. Don't be ashamed of your own culture. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Sometimes you hear them. Sometimes you'll hear a song and you'll forget it within a few minutes.
All of my nephews and nieces, they all know how to dance. They all, ever since they were little. And I think it's great. I love it. See them dancing. Which I used to go, but I never danced. I used to just sit and watch. Mom said, sit and watch, that's how you learn. Listen, that's how you learn. So that's where I'm at today. I like what I'm doing. I like to go places. It's hard for me now, but I go anyway. But it's hard for others that has to take us. We have to push that little walk around and stuff. But I enjoy myself when I go out. I really do. And for the boys, we have special songs. For the girls, we have special songs. For the girl dance, for the boy dance. Juan knows.
Time of day, for sickness, for someone getting married, for the little kids getting their names.
Yeah.
Like we're going to Shingle Springs.
For the food.
For the
Yeah,
food.
For the food.
And also
Yeah.
for strawberry ceremonies.
Strawberries,
songs
yeah.
For when we dance strawberries.
And table song. When
Table
you're blessing
song.
the food table, yeah.
There's water, there's all kinds of things you have. So that's when I say we are orally taught. Our history it's sung, it's told through a story, or we share that with someone. So that's how we learn our history. And a lot of our songs are your history lesson for today. Okay? All right. You girls ready?
Are you ready?
I'm just going to follow along with them because I'm still learning.
Okay, I sing my favorite. I just
Oh, that's all.
It's okay. So one thing that we want to remember too is that sometimes, and she just reminded me, so thank you, is that we honor our females, our women, right? Because the women are our power. They give birth, they nurse our babies, they carry babies. And in our tribes, the women carry a lot of the songs and the spiritual messages. And they were most of the healers that we know growing up. But females, when you are on your cycle, they call it the moon cycle, you can still go to places, but you stay, a little bit back away from the different instruments, the pieces, the dresses. And of course, you don't bother your dresses or anything that's ceremonial when you're on your cycle. And when I grew up, none of the boys, when they got married, none of the men would participate either when their wife was having their cycle. So a lot of things have changed over the years, but we'll still see some men that honor that. So if you know a man or a woman doesn't come to something, it's probably because she can't at the time. And then, of course, when you get older, the women stop having those cycles, so then they're back to going 100%. Yeah. So, but that's what happens in our life, and we've got to make sure that we honor that and respect that, and we're reminded of that. So thank you. We appreciate that. Okay. Ready, girls? These are the girls. the golden girls, we'll call them.
The golden girls.
Ramio hite, Ramio Rama, Ramio hite, Ramio Rama, Ramio hite, Ramio Rama, Ramio hite, Ramio Rama, Ramio hite he, Ramia Rama, Ramio hite, Ramia Rama, hoi 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 hoi, Ramia Rama, Ramio hite he, Ramia Rama, Ramio hite, 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 Ramia Rama, hoi 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 hoi, Ramia Rama. Oh, that's what you say at the end. Oh, that means you appreciate that song.
Yeah, you don't clap for us or say thank you. You say, oh.
Oh.
And the other thing I wanted to say is that because she's a lead singer, she's going to start the song for us, and she's also going to tell us when we're ending it. So when we rise up in our voice and we come back down, she did it 2 times on that one. And then we know exactly when to stop, because this is what's going to stop us. Okay? And that's just part of the song making. That's not part of all of it. That's just a little tiny piece. So
We'll sing your girl song.
want to sing a girl song? Okay, we'll sing one for the girls.
Not
One for the
girls.
girls. This is when the girls come out and the girls dance, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead then, ladies. And I just join in because I'm still learning.
Oh,
So we
that's
normally
the
would
girl
have,
song.
and we normally would have somebody that holds the rock,
Stop
holds
us.
timing and stops us. So she stopped our song for us.
Yeah.
You want to do a boys song? One for the boys?
Boys.
Do you want to do a feather song?
Okay.
Feather song for the boys. And we'll do a couple raffles. We got a lot of good stuff for you guys.
Excuse me.
We know you came to see us, but we'll let you have a raffle too. Right? Okay. One for the boys.
Boys song, boys song. Gee, I can't think.
Gee, I can't even think either.
How about
How
about Monty Shea?
Money, shame,
this-
money.
Yeah, you ready?
Manishe, my ho, ho, manishe, manishe, my ho, ho, manishe, manishe, my ho, ho, hoi, 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 hoi. Hoi, toi, 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 ka, he, my, ho, manishe, manishe, he, my, ho, manishe, manishe, he, my, ho, manishe, manishe,
my home. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Hoy, 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 ka. Hey, my home. Money, money.
Oh.
That's what we call a feather song. The girls dance on the side with those, but the boys
Yeah.
come out and they show off their feathers. How much time? we
It's
got?
fun when you get into it.
Why don't we do? Let's do a couple raffles and then we'll do one closing song after the raffle. How's that? You guys got tickets? We don't need tickets. You want to do these ones? Yeah. Okay, we'll do these ones real quick.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna do a couple raffles and then we'll do one closing song for them.
Okay. Razzle rabble.
Razzle dazzle.
Yeah, use these tickets. Just this one. Just this ticket for right now.
Razzle.
She might, huh? She might come back. Okay, we can do a let's do this one. This one in the backpack. Okay. Go ahead. Let the ladies
Let the
pick.
ladies pick.
First one.
Pick one. Anyone. Gee.
All right. Last three is going to be 932. You got it?
Alright. You can either get a backpack or you can get a pink card or you can get a Starbucks card.
Don't pick one out. All right, Grandma Joe, which one?
Which one? There you go.
Okay, next one. 930.
You- We can do a backpack, or let me see if there's a different kind of card beside pink. Not unless you want a pink.
Lila.
There's a backpack, or you can pick
Get something
a
like South.
Old Navy. Okay. You're welcome.
Okay.
And one
Pick
more.
another one.
One more.
All right. Last three. 927. You?
2-7. Backpack or pink card.
Almost Bella.
Trying to talk you into something.
Did you have more over there?
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. We're gonna save these for the other raffles.
Okay.
We got lots of gift cards, guys. So keep. So that card, that ticket you have, we could probably get rid of those.
No,
Huh?
you could keep it. I'll put this in the box.
Okay, we'll put
So
it
you
back in
still
the box.
have an option to win.
Okay. All right. Let's do one closing song.
Huh?
One going home song. One closing song.
Okay.
Anybody want to hold my stick? Anybody? Yeah?
He's so bashful.
Yeah. It'll go on its own, but you can.
Well, we're gonna do a closing song. You gonna do a muddy mama?
Guys ready?
Whatever, yeah.
This is what we call the show-off song. When you get out there and dance, you do all kind of tricks and, you know, get out there and show your style. I want it.
I want it, I want it, I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. I want it, I want it, ukulele, ukulele. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Taiwanese, 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 Taiwanese. Taiwanese, Taiwanese, ukulele, ukulele, Taiwanese, 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 Taiwanese. Taiwanese, 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 Taiwanese. Taiwanese, Taiwanese, ukulele, ukulele, Taiwanese, 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 Taiwanese. Taiwanese, 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 Taiwanese.
That's where you get out and show off, show your style of dancing.
Flip your feathers and everything else. Your shoulder, your head.
Well, we hope you enjoyed your class. It's just a little brief touch about, the rules.
Could
And
you
some
guys
stuff.
tell us what you think of it?
Did you guys enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to fill out your evaluation.